So, kaka-open ko lang. And even the last frame close to the wall is almost full of nectar already. This is one of the frames in the middle of the box, and they're actually starting to cap it. Sinisimulan nilang tabunan. So that means um, yung water content ng nectar ay sakto na para maging honey. So, at puno na rin yung cell. So, nagsistart na silang mag-cover ng mga cells. So, those covered cells are actually honey already. Ang bilis ng hive na to. This is what I like about this hive. It's a little bit aggressive compared to my other hives, but they are very fast. Ang bilis nilang mag-reproduce at ang bilis din nilang mag-gather ng nectar at pollen. And to think that I started this with just one box. Ito lang sa baba. And then back in February, because there were already so many bees here. Back in February, I was able to split this into two. Ito at ito yung pangalawa. And then March, I put this medium super box here on top of the first brood box kasi I saw that they're already gathering nectar that time, even last week of February. So I did that, and then a few years later, a few not a few years, a few weeks later, there were so many bees already that I had to add another brood box on top of the first one. I first started to do a vertical split, or also called a Demari method, to prevent them from swarming. But I changed my mind because I was splitting them. I was able to split it into one, not just one, but another one there. So that's also another swarm prevention method. So I just decided to put another brood box on top of the original one, so the queen can lay more eggs here. And now this medium super box is almost full of nectar. So I'm gonna go ahead and add another medium super box on top of it, where they can store more nectar, because it's just the beginning of spring. And so it's looking good. I'm so excited. Mag-open pa tayo ng isa pa. Okay. So this is also 10 frame medium super box. Ito yung pang-anim. So medyo nasa gitna din to. The bees usually fill the frames from the middle of the box. Ito wala pang capped na cells, but you can see that it's full. It is full of nectar already. They're glistening. Ganda. Virgin Queen. That's her. That's the new queen. She's still a little bit small because she's still a virgin. She's not mated yet. But she's gonna grow bigger. That's her. She's trying to hide under the other bees, the worker bees. But I can see her. There she is. There she is. That's her. Right there. So I don't think the queen came from here because the opening is in the middle. They usually, when they emerge, they usually eat the tip of the cell, the bottom tip, since that is still, since the bottom tip on that one is intact, so she probably killed that queen there. I suppose she came out from one of these. I think she came out from here because the bottom of the queen cell is open. This one is gone, she probably killed that. Another one here is gone, she probably killed that too. And there are other queen cells on the bottom that's still closed, so she'll also gonna kill them.